guys, we're wrapping up October, so I hope you had a fun Halloween. And it's the end of the month, so we have a sketchbook to review, and also we have to figure out what Daily Dogs will be doing next month. So lots to do. Let's get started. So last month was all about fundraisers, and starting with the sketches that we did in this little book. These were part of my Daily Dogs project, and in October we did these mini portraits. So in case you don't know about it, the way it works in 2022 is just tag me in a pic over on Instagram, and if I paint your pet, you have the option to purchase the portrait. And a portion of the proceeds is always going to go to an animal rescue. We vote on who will get the donations at the end of the month. And this month, since we did mini portraits, these were just $25 to purchase, and $5 from each sale was donated. So if the footage looks a little strange and kind of out of order, it's because I actually shipped out the portraits as I did them instead of just waiting until the end of the month. So sorry about that. But as always, this was a ton of fun to do, and I love seeing the comments when people see their pup in the feed. I love surprising people with them too. All right, in addition to these, I also wrapped up about 20 charcoal portraits for a local rescue in Pennsylvania. I always get happy when they reach out to me for events like this because it's such a great way to support each other, and every time they reach out, it means that they were happy with the work that I did last time. So it's always something I worry about a little bit. I always want people to be happy with their portraits. But anyway, now that that month is over, we have to figure out what we're going to do next. And I was thinking I'd really like to do something kind of different. The problem is I just don't have any idea what that might be. And I'm going to keep my eyes open for some ideas, but who knows where we're going to go with it. So I'm still on an art supply ban, but I did make a little trip over to the Goodwill. I wanted to just take a look at what they had over there, and you would be surprised at how many times you find art supplies over there. Let me show you what I found. There was paint, buckets, a whole stack of them. Also this little cutting board that I found, and I was actually really in need of a new palette. So instead of buying something new, I'll just recycle this one. I'm still trying to do, guys, is make progress on a lot of my personal goals. I know I've talked about this a lot recently, but I just still feel like I'm just so behind on things. And I mean, I have managed to get some of the frames up on my walls, so even if I haven't filled them all yet, but I'm gonna have to mark that as a win because it's something. I've also decided to treat myself to an oil painting class. This class is online, and it's one that I'm really looking forward to because it's a live class. So this is kind of exciting because it's my first ever oil painting class, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all the work that others are doing and getting some ideas for how to move my own work forward. I really do miss having other artists around to bounce ideas off of, or just to hang out with. That was probably one of the biggest benefits of going to art school, was just the environment. And I think it was actually one of my goals to connect more this year. So I probably haven't been doing great on that one, to be honest. But with everything going on, I've really just been wrapped up in my own little world and haven't been great at reaching out to anybody, let alone making new connections. So I will let you know how that goes. But as for this little painting right here, I am trying out some new brushes and mediums that I had stashed away from my oil painting times about a year, or maybe even more than a year ago. I found them, of course, when I was unpacking, and the mediums are lean and fat mediums, and they are okay. I need to work with them a little bit more before I kind of make a decision on whether or not I like them. Obviously, it's a little awkward to work with them at first, but I definitely need to thin out my paints a little bit. I'm working with Winsor & Newton paints, and they just seem to be a little stiff out of the tube. The brushes that I'm working with are mimic hog bristle brushes, and I do love hog bristle brushes, but I love these mimics. They're synthetic, and I'll probably tell you more about them once I've used them a little bit more. I did pull these directly out of the package before I started this painting, so yeah, I'll have to use these a little bit more, but I think I'm gonna love them. And you might also notice, or I don't know if you'll be able to see this in this footage, but that little cutting board that I found at the Goodwill is my new favorite palette, and it's actually the perfect size. It's not too big, and I'm just using a few colors here, so it's a perfect little mixing board for me, and I have a feeling it's going to be pretty easy to keep clean and to clean off, so I think that'll be great for me. The painting that I'm doing here, I think, is coming out okay. It's not my favorite. I haven't really done much with the painting class that I started, but I have been kind of inspired by it to try and paint a little bit more loosely. I don't know how that's going to work out, and I'm painting here on paper, so the struggle that I'm having is just that the paint is soaking into the paper so quickly that it's really hard to keep it moving, which is kind of why you want to use oil paints, because they stay open for so long. But it's not really happening here. It's kind of just turning into mud. So again, I'm really looking forward to this class, and I'm hoping that it gives me some ideas for how to kind of deal with some of these challenges, but also just some inspiration, guys. Honestly, I am looking for some inspiration to do something different, and I wish I could I wish I could tell you more about that and what that means, but I'm still figuring it out. So hopefully I figure it out soon, but I'll let you know how this class goes. And as for this painting, that's about it for me today, guys. That's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more. Come on over to Instagram if you want to catch up on all the latest on my daily dog project. Definitely tag me in a pic if you want to join in. I would love that. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon.